Well, hello there, it's Justin Dawson from the All Things TechIE podcast. Even though I have the Las Vegas Strip behind me in this background, I am now back in Ireland, and welcome along to episode 134 of the All Things TechIE podcast. Now, I'm going to break up these episodes of All Things TechIE podcast into days that I was in Las Vegas for the Consumer Electronics Show CES 2026. And I tell you, what an event it was. And if you are listening to this episode of All Things TechIE podcast, please go over to our YouTube channel and watch this episode, because it will make much more sense of the things that I seen while over at CES. So the first couple of days at CES were all just for media, and I'm going to be showing you just some of the things that I seen, whether it be at showstoppers, whether it be at PepCom, or whether it be at press releases on the first couple of days while at CES, the Consumer Electronics Show. Enjoy episode 134 of the All Things TechIE podcast. Dawson here at CES Unveiled. This is where we get, as media, to see a load of products that before everyone else sees, like Iceplosion, like toothbrushes for kids with little apps to brush their teeth and make sure that they're brushing their teeth correctly. It's all here. There's so much going on. Let's go over and say hello to Iceplosion.
Yeah, I mean, it's still a bit rough around the edges. We literally built it just before we came out here. But
I recall you said it was like a bucket drink. $1.
Exactly, yeah. So the machine we're targeting around the $700 price point, and the capsule should be around $1.
So I'm Kevin, CEO of Wynn. Wynn, this is the first compact and lightweight solution in order to transform any manual wheelchair into an off-road and electric-powered wheelchair. So you take this product, Amore will show you. So this is, je peux l'enlever là. This is easy to lift the caster wheels.
Mm-hmm.
Effortlessly. So now, like this, you can go anywhere you want, on grass, on pavement, on streets, and so on. And you have also, with only a remote, you are able to go everywhere you want with an electrical motor, forward, reverse, in order to change the way you think of your mobility in a wheelchair.
It's very hard when it's like all this ambient sound. These are test puppies. We're working on them in a quiet room. She will respond to. She will of course respond to all kinds of touch, right? But to answer your question, she does not have a camera in her, and that's really for patient privacy, and subsequent versions may. That may be different, but the idea is that it's completely anonymous, and should pose no problems. And you don't even need to use. You don't even need to have an internet connection to use her. We come with an optional smartphone app. You can customize her behavior. You can rename her whatever you like, and you can regender her however you like, and then once named, she will respond only to that given name. Hopefully she will respond. She can be a rascal and a diva. And so you can also customize her behavior. Like if you want her to be a little peppier, if you want her to maybe not bark too much. We assume that different patients will have different requirements, and maybe even just different times of the day. So she was intended for seniors with dementia who can become overstimulated, and then maybe they become apathetic, and you want to actually make her a bit needier. So you can.
And how do those customizations? How are those programmed through the dog itself, or is there
Through the app. And so it's it's an optional caregiver app. You could just plug and play. Like you charge her by plugging her into the wall, like a smartphone.
Okay.
And once charged, she should last all day on a single charge.
Right.
We've been very, very happy about the battery life. And then you can use that smartphone app if you want, and also to push like software updates.
Right. Okay.
It's Bluetooth. So we've got some light here. So she'll be coming to homes and assisted living and hospitals near you very soon.
So in the long conversation, sometimes you hear some important points, interesting ideas, you're going to highlight them, right? You can just highlight with one single click. That's very handy. And after that, you have this highlighted message. We're going to have AI to analyze that message. What are the meanings behind that message? What are the historical context? What are the patterns that we can find for you, right? And you can see these are the AI highlights for you. And you can just go to this view, then you can just select the highlighted messages. Okay. And then after a session, you're gonna have automatically generated summary. This is the summary document, and this is some kind of other deep dives, right? And beyond that, based on this session, you can call out your agent, right? Your AI agent. You can ask questions. And for demo purpose, right? You can just click on a suggestion. You can generate different documents, and all these documents will be also in the Space tab. So you can later check for your knowledge here. And then this is one mode. Another mode is you can just long press on the button and try to voice a command to your agent. Like this will be the command you say to the agent, and you will get something like a report, a deep research report, something like this, right? All these documents from the short captures or the long sessions will be in the base. So this is basically your knowledge base or your document base. As you use the brain for a long time, you're going to accumulate. Right? This is basically your notion with the brain.
Here we have AI Binoculars by Matata Explorer. Yeah, and this will detect species by AI. App cloud recognition. It connects to an app on your phone, or you can also turn on your hotspot on your phone, and it will detect the birds, and there's your little screen on the top of the binoculars.
Okay, so I've just been at CES Unveiled, which is media only, and it was chaotic to try and put it in context. Loads of booths all set up with just tabletops and products, and I was able to pick up a couple of samples of different things: toothbrushes, sleep aids. Rode has a new product coming out. I'm definitely going to be contacting Rode to see this product and give you a little hint. It's it turns the Rode Caster Pro into a video switcher, taking it away from the Rodecaster Video, and it's a brand new product, and we're going to take a look at that at their booth. It is awesome. So just going back to the hotel lobby in Mandalay Bay to get some food, because there was food and drinks there at CES Unveiled, but it was just crazy busy with media and just trying to get around all the booths as well. And then only so much time you can get around all the booths because there's so much going on at CES 2026. And these are just the media days. I can't imagine what it's going to be like in a couple of days' time. Hey, good morning from the All Things TechIE podcast. It's day 2 in Las Vegas. Day 2 of full day in Las Vegas because I ride on Saturday evening, and I'm out on the bridge between MGM Grand and New York behind me here. It's windy, it's cold. I'm going over to Mandalay Bay, which is right down there, for some more press briefings in a short while as well. So that's MGM Grand behind me.
the circus over there. Roller coasters, because you have roller coasters connected with hotels as well, of course. Then, of course, left and right, all the way down, is the Las Vegas Strip. That I took the monorail up to MGM Grand today, and it's crazy. It says the Statue of Liberty and everything. I'm staying in the Paris, as I mentioned to you already, and if we just spin around here, you'd see the Statue of Liberty in 4K with this camera as well. So I'm going to try and get closer to the Statue of Liberty. You're going to go to Excalibur, and then show you this. This is awesome. Statue of Liberty right behind me. Well, a replica of the Statue of Liberty right behind me. Liberty. So walkway number 2, which goes from New York to New York across to the Circus here. I think it's called the Circus Hotel. Yeah, and Luxor. Yeah, translate. Oh no. Anyways, Circus. There is Statue of Liberty in the background, big circus type of thing. The Strip, going left and right as we go over to Mandalay Bay. Excalibur, the roller coaster there. The sun's in my eyes there, but going over to Mandalay. Out of New York, and Excalibur, which is that castle, I call it the Circus. I don't know why I called it that. And then up the Strip a bit more is Luxor, which is all Egyptian, and even the Sphinx here beside me. This is awesome. This is really cool. This is Vegas, baby. Here we go. Take a look at that. I know the sun's in my eyes, but you have all these little statues going along here as you walk up to more of these pharaohs, and then around to the Sphinx, which I notice it's not a great view. I thought I had stepped up to it, but you have the chapel over there, which is like probably the Chapel of Love in Vegas, and then you have a big statue there pillar for Luxor. And let's get a good picture of the Sphinx here. Better view of the Sphinx, which literally right behind me here is the tram station. That's the rail that I was wondering, like, that's not the monorail. How's that work? That's the tram. Then that brings you right into Luxor with the Sphinx as the entrance to Luxor Hotel and Casino. That's pretty awesome.
Welcome to Kidno. Please take your seats. The show will begin in 10 minutes.
Chief Product and Marketing Officer at the LEGO Group.
Hi, and I'm Tom Donaldson, a Senior Vice President, Head of the LEGO Group's Creative Play Lab.
We're super excited to be here, but it's our first time in a helicopter in Vegas, so we decided to just fly around a little bit to take some cool pictures. But it's a LEGO presentation. We can't do LEGO presentation without hands and bricks, so we left something for you to play with. We can't wait to see you. We have something super cool to share with you.
Enjoy those builds and we'll be right in. So watch this space for just a minute and we'll be right there.
Okay, let's now go for the landing. See you super soon. Thank you all for being here. We're super excited to be with you here today. And I'm sure you're asking yourself, what is the LEGO Group doing at CES? But hopefully by the end of this presentation, it will be all very, very clear. What we want to talk to you about is the journey we've been on with the LEGO system and play. Because last year, in 2025, we actually celebrated 70 years since the birth of the brick. And imagine that over those 70 years, there's millions and millions of people, generations of children, teens, adults, that have enjoyed building with LEGO bricks and creating incredible sets, incredible experiences, and living incredible moments and incredible stories through LEGO storytelling. And today, we're super excited because the brand is one of the most iconic and cherished brands out there. How? Well, it all came through innovation, but also because at the heart of it is a very ingenious system and play, where each LEGO brick that we have created over the last 70 years seamlessly clicks together. And it opens up a tremendous world of possibilities because look, here I have just 6 very simple 2x4 bricks of the same color. And these 6 bricks can make up to 900 million different combinations. So imagine with over 20,000 various elements out there, all seamlessly fitting together, the possibilities are endless. Because the minifig gave an opportunity for all of our consumers to tell their stories, to role play, to create more and more magical moments, to unlock more of their creativity and imagination. And we have asked ourselves, well, what's next? What do we do? And we always look at our consumers. We've been very close to how kids play, and we ask ourselves, what is different? What's unique today? Well, I have to tell you, there's some things that have not changed. We always talk about kids being our role models, and that's for the same reason that has been the same over the last 70 years, over probably 700 years, and will continue to be. Kids have unlimited creativity. They have unlimited imagination, and they're uninhibited in their capacity to play out different scenarios, to run around and be in their worlds, whether they're immersive imaginary worlds or whether they're real worlds, playing out their stories. That, of course, has not changed. But something has changed. We live in a new world. You guys are all experiencing now, and I'm experiencing looking at you because everybody has a phone. We live in a world of digital technology. And of course, kids are digital natives. And they have screens, phones, computers, etc. And through these screens, they are continuously immersing themselves in digital worlds. Digital worlds have given them an opportunity to have control, to tell their stories, to play their games, to immerse themselves with the different characters and the different experiences and passions that they have. But they're spending a lot of time there. And we asked ourselves, what should we do? And we gave ourselves a very simple, but not a very easy challenge. We wanted to do a few things. One, we wanted to leverage technical innovation, all of the advancement that's out there today, but bring it into physical play. We wanted to create more interactivity, create new dimensions of play by bringing technology and seamlessly integrating it into physical bricks, into physical play. Secondly, we wanted to stay true to our system, meaning that we wanted to create something that will be part of our platform, will be open-ended, not a one-off product, not a closed-in experience, but something that will actually evolve with the LEGO system and play and seamlessly fit with everything else that we have out there. And thirdly, we wanted to do it in a way that's truly intuitive and simple for the consumer. No screens, no power buttons, and something that puts consumer in control. Because the evolution of the LEGO system and play has been so much driven by the creativity of our consumers, by the creativity and imagination of our users. And we wanted to ensure that the next phase is actually played out exactly in the same way. So that's what we're introducing today. Take a look.
what direction they are. So this is just a simple example using color as a prototype. If I put this brick here, you'll see that the color changes depending on in which direction the other brick is. And so you can see that in three-dimensional space, we can actually determine, in this case just as an output of color, but it could be anything you like, where the bricks are. And just one extra, they also know how they're facing. So you'll see a white light on there. And if you notice what I'm doing, the white light only comes on if this brick is looking at the other brick. So what this means is if we build models, we know which car is winning the race because it's ahead of the other one. We know that perhaps a dog is licking another dog's face because they're looking at each other, or maybe sniffing it from behind. Maybe we wouldn't implement that, but we know that sort of information. So that's just a small range of the tons and tons of features that we've put in these bricks. And it also shows you how simple it is to configure the bricks for incredible scenarios. But let's see what that looks like in play, and not just as a tech demo. So I hope you've all built some models. I've got exactly the same models here, compared to a little bit earlier. You can see the only difference that you'll be able to see is that I've put a smart tag on each of these. So let's see what happens when they come to life. So you hear the door unlock, the engine start. As I move the car around, you'll see it respond. Even swerving around corners. Maybe I'm going to crash it. Kids do that. But whatever you do, please don't run over any minifigures. They really do not like it.
So very simple game here. Have a trophy. You're going to put a brick in the trophy. And the idea is simply you have to push one of these. These are ducks on skateboards. Don't ask me why we got ducks on skateboards, but they're pretty cool. So what color would you like, Madison?
Blue.
You can have a blue one. So if you just put the brick in, and then shake it to start it, the trophy will know that you're about to make your first move. That's a good move. That's going to be hard to follow. Which one would you? Green? Brilliant. Give it a little shake to tell it you're about to go. Brilliant. Not sure which one's closest there. But let me have a go. I'm going to cheat here because, you know, I want to win on stage. So, the brick actually knows which is closest, so you can see that the color of the duck is flashing, the one duck is flashing green, you can see it's showing green. You agree? Why don't you put the duck on the trophy? Go up on the podium. Brilliant, there you go, super.
For the All Things Techie podcast, we are at Samsung for the first look at CES 2026. What a setup! What a setup! Like there's a whole Samsung video walk here. Oh, this is magic. This is absolutely magic. Samsung, you've really done it again this time. Gotta check this out. And to show you, it's just small little cubes here that you wouldn't even recognise. Okay, let's tap the button to start. There's a spatial signage.
Welcome to the First Look 2026. Ask me anything.
What new products have you got?
We have Micro RGB bespoke AI refrigerators and Galaxy Z TriFold. Would you like more information on any of these?
Let's go with the Micro RGB.
Micro RGB is Samsung's latest display technology with ultra-precise color control. Do you want to explore its features further?
Yes, please, go ahead. Yes, please. Go ahead. Yes, please, go ahead.
Micro RGB technology delivers vivid and pure colors, achieving 100% of the BT 2020 color gamut. It offers microscale RGB, color backlighting for precise light control, scene-by-scene color enhancement through an NPU-based AI engine, and stunning detailed contrast.
That spatial signage is like even thinner than your bus shelter digital signage. But the camera is not going to even do justice as how 3D that looks. It's absolutely incredible. So let's go along and see the transparent micro LED here that Samsung have. You can just see how wafer thin that is on the inside. It opens the door as you request it to open. How lazy is that?
Crazy technology. What a time to be alive. And then we got our cheese right here. We're gonna pull that right out. It takes it away from our Kraft cheese.
It knows exactly what's inside the fridge.
It's got 2 tomatoes. Let's
You have 2 tomatoes.
pull one of those
Pull
things
one
out.
out.
It's going to reflect that automatically and eliminate the need to manually enter the item name. By using Google Gemini, it recognizes that this is a tomato automatically.
Okay.
Put it back.
Okay, I'm gonna try this out here. I'm gonna take out the Dr. Pepper out of the fridge. I have the Dr. Pepper. It's saying it has taken the Dr. Pepper off the list. And then if I put it in, I can put it on a different shelf.
Yep.
I'll put it back in on a different shelf. And it's come back up. That is awesome.
Let's analyze your household's food consumption patterns from the previous week and suggest what to buy for groceries this week. Seems like blueberries was the family favorite. That's why they're at the top of the list as your suggested items that you can purchase directly through Instacart or send to your shopping list. Now, right here, this shows that Dad has shown no activity level today. We should give him a call to check in, make sure everything's fine. Call Dad.
Calling Dad.
Which phone is that?
So this is, you're calling your dad's phone through his phone, and this is calling through the fridge.
So this is something that you're probably already familiar with in terms of cooktops.
Yes.
Nicest feature on this is it has a beautiful matte finish on it, matte black, so it's more resistant for scratches, easier to clean. So you don't have to worry about moving your pots and pans across and scratching the surface. It's a lot more durable. So if you have to slide one up and down, you're fine.
Yes.
Also, because it has the hood built in, let's say you're in a situation where maybe you can't put a over-the-range microwave or a hood or just anything like that, but you still want ventilation, it's already in here. Check this out.
Oh, nice.
Your filters are down there. You got 2 filters, one on the right, one left. I have this little joke that I tell people, you'll know what side you use the most by how dirty the filters are.
That's incredible. So, like, yeah, it takes the hood off the whole line.
Because again, let's say you have a nice new place that maybe you just architecturally you can't do it.
Yes.
Maybe it's just not in the foreseeable future.
But it takes a lot of space away.
Exactly. Yeah. So this I believe removes about 700 cubic feet of air in an hour.
Oh wow!
So think of like almost like an air purifier right next to where you're cooking. So it'll pull down all that junky air, all that greasy air through the filter system. So it's not a new technology. Downward draft technology it's already around, but now it's in a cooktop that is more resilient, safer to use because it's induction.
Yes, yes.
So with any induction, you know that you need induction pans to get this going. You can tell if yours will work if you just grab a magnet. If the magnet sticks to the bottom of your pan, this will work on induction ranges. So you may already have stuff already.
Yes.
So you may not have to buy a whole set, but this kind of fixes a problem in very unique settings. Or if you just want to start fresh and go, hey, I bought this beautiful long island. I want to have something on top that cooks more thoroughly, safely, but also like I don't know if I want to install cabinets.
Yeah, you don't want. Yeah.
It's very unique. It's beautiful.
Very cool. And that's new to CES this year?
Absolutely, yeah.
Just Dawson at the All Things Techie podcast. We're at CES 2026 and we have an exclusive, the Galaxy TriFold. I think all security bells would ring if I ran off with this at the moment, but like, here it is. We open it up, and we open it up again, and it's a 10-inch screen. We can fold it once, fold it twice. There's no line, no nothing on it. It's perfect. You can fold it in half. You can go sideways. Now, I've hit into something, so let's. Okay, it's not rotating, but that might be a setting. But you can fold over once and twice. I said open fold from the other side if you open it up wrong, so you have to fold it in from the left to the right and fold it, and open from the right to the left. So it actually does give a warning if you fold it the wrong way. So if I fold it the wrong way, it tells me, oh, fold it from the other side. So it's left to right, and there's it closed. No retail price, no release date yet of this. It is over in Asia. But no release date yet. I can imagine that is going to be a costly phone, but it is quite a nice 10-inch screen that can fold out and fit straight into your pocket. There's an exclusive on the All Things Techie podcast. Getting my hands on the TriFold. It's interesting. It's a large and tall phone that we bigger than the phone that I would have to put in my pocket. The lens is quite thick on the back of the phone when it's even folded, but 10-inch screen unfolded is impressive. I say expensive when the prices come out.
There are two major buttons you're looking at here, right? You're looking at this sparkly guy right here, and you're looking at this microphone right here. Click the sparkly guy, and you bring up your AI hub, right? AI Hub is going to tell you a bunch of basic information about the stuff that you're watching, related content, who's on screen, other questions you could potentially ask your TV about. For instance, tell me about this episode. And then you give it a few moments, and just like that, it will conjure up an answer for you. And then, if you're looking for a more verbose response, a little bit more detailed, go over here and click more. You click more, it'll give you a larger, more thought out response, and at the bottom it'll show you the sources it used to come to those conclusions. Okay. You can also ask it questions completely unrelated to the content you're watching, right? So for instance, what is the best hotel in Vegas? Again, just like the previous answer, the previous example, you give it a few moments. And then, once more pops up, and also down here you get the related content, right? So you can see, here's some YouTube videos you might want to check out if you're shopping around for a hotel, right? You click more, and it'll give you a thought-out, detailed response about the various options here in Vegas. And down at the bottom, there are your sources once again.
So it's going through your sources. And do you need it? You don't need the buttons or anything.
So you don't need this at all, right? This is just potential, different examples, right? So for instance, if we go over to kids, right, and you ask it, what TV show am I currently watching?
Of course, my kid's favorite, Blippi.
Oh yeah. It's gonna pop up. It's going to tell you about Blippi. It's going to suggest some related content, right?
Okay, so this is now going to be built into the Samsung screens, or?
So it is currently available in the 2025 models from the Q7 and up. So think sort of like the cusp of premium. And I'm not entirely certain about this, but to my understanding, for the 2026 models, they will likely expand this feature into a wider selection of TVs.
Okay. Like learning about what program we're watching and being able to ask questions, to lifelike viewing experiences with Micro RGB. This is with the AI off. This is with the AI on. AI off and AI on. it just seems to me that the picture is brighter, more vivid. I don't know, using AI to improve the image of the RGB. Answers on a postcard. I'm not too sure about this yet. I need to read up more. If you know me, and some people know me personally, I am a Liverpool fan. Don't hold it against me. But while over at IBC in 2025 in Amsterdam, with a lot of AI, a lot of Shure with their new microphones to get spatial sound. Now Samsung are bringing AI soccer mode into their TVs. I'm going to get someone to talk through this, because this is supposed to bring up the sound quality of the crowd while watching your football game. Mix that in with the Shure microphones that's going on for spatial sound, and it might be even feel better than you being at the actual stadium. Let's check this out.
So we're going to be talking about how we are bringing AI soccer mode in preparation for the new upcoming World Cup. So what you're looking at here is what you're used to traditionally seeing until turn on AI soccer mode. Now what AI is going to do is it's going to analyze...
It sounds louder.
It's going to analyze every aspect of the game, from the vibrancy of the color of the grass to AI tracking the soccer ball to make sure that it's always clear and smooth, no lag, no stutter. It'll also enhance the sound of the crowd so that you can experience the ultimate AI stadium experience at home. So, ultimate experience for your soccer game in preparation for the World Cup.
I have a few questions on that, because I went to IBC in Amsterdam, Shure had their spatial sound on the microphones that they're bringing out as well. What's the latency like? You're talking about a football game, is it up to speed with the sound of the crowd and the
Correct. So what the AI is going to do is analyze the metadata that you're receiving and fill in the gap where anything is missing. So that's why you get the dramatic difference from standard feed to the AI soccer mode feed.
Okay. And if you were using external sound bars, it's going to work with that as well?
So as long as it's connected to the input of the TV, you'll receive that same signal.
And this is very impressive too. This is an art piece. Well-done art piece. This actually looks... Now, my camera is not going to do justice. This actually looks like a painted picture. I feel like I want to touch the paint off this image that's going on right now. It looks so much like it is a painted picture. I was admiring the TV and the paint jobs, but this little bracket here, two of them is holding up this 75, 85? 98? Oh, it's the 98. Excuse me. This room is quite large. We are in Vegas. Bigger is better. 98-inch screen with two of these mounts. Now, this is where someone in Samsung got a big pay raise. Your cardboard box where the TV comes in. They have actually made the mount the right size, guys. The holes is ready to drill into the wall. You mount it, two of these holding up the 98-inch screen, and because it's not one long width mount, you can do any size screen. It is incredibly flush to the wall, which is what Samsung are trying to design here. I think this is great. You didn't design it. You wish you did design it. You were in the team, but you can't take credit on this. This is every AV installer's wishes of simplicity of how to mount up there.
For our 2026 models, it doesn't come with the iconic One Connect box. So it's a built-in One Connect box. And in order to get to the port or the back of the TV, we have this. We call it the stopper. Placed on the back of the TV. When you release it, you get the space between the wall and the TV, so you can connect your consoles like the PlayStation, the Xbox, or any device that has the HDMI. When you release it, it goes back again and it gets you the profile of
and close flush to the wall. We were talking about the ports. The ports are actually in the corners of the TV.
Yes, at the two corners, up top corners of the TV. Only 2 mounts that hold this massive TV.
98 inch.
In order to get to the ports in the back, you need to tilt the TV a little bit to the outside and release the stopper to reach those HDMIs in the back of it.
We're here at CES 2026 for the All Things Techie podcast. Samsung have brought out something really cool. It's a small sphere of a projector. It weighs 1 kilo, but it does everything. This has a built-in speaker, USB-C, it has micro HDMI, but one of the coolest features going on here is, it's projecting against a curtain at the moment, and the keystone is perfect. I'm going to move it around here to the wall and watch how it is absolutely perfectly keystoned, and back to the curtain. It will adjust and straighten on the curtain as well. So I've just done the Samsung experience here at CES. I'm in the Wynn hotel, which is absolutely massive of a hotel. But I've been told you got to check out the casino. You have to do the walk around, and this is rather pretty. Like, there's a whole shopping mall inside this hotel, but this is really pretty. It's, of course, we're just after passing Christmas, so we still have the Christmas trees, even though we're in the new year at the moment. We have the Parasol Bar, and I'm going to show you around some of the trees and the lights that are in here. It's quite nice.
Well, there you have it, episode 134 of the All Things Techie podcast. Here's me again at the Las Vegas Strip and the Paris where I stayed for the whole week for the Consumer Electronics Show 2026. That is the first episode that we have of me being at CES 2026. There's going to be several more coming at each Friday until we look into ISE from one trade show to another. Oh, I'm exhausted, but I hope you enjoyed the program. Like, comment, share and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Goodbye.